Good evening, my friends. How are you? I hope you guys are doing very well and welcome on this new video from Extreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. Before I go to the topic of this video, I want to mention something that I'm really so proud to have more than 22,000 subscribers on my channel, and I believe it is on its way to become one of the most successful Forex teaching channels on YouTube. I'm really proud of having this great success, and we only started like 1 year ago only, and that is impressive. Having about I don't know, I see the number below somewhere, maybe about 70 videos, something like that, but I'm really happy with this result. I need to mention something, my friends. Please keep in mind that this is a free educational platform. Nobody asking you to pay any fees for watching these videos. They are free for the public. You can watch it and learn Forex for free. If you want to support the channel and if you want to support me, you can just open any video and you can check the description. You can open account in IC Markets using this link. I honestly recommend IC Markets as they are providing the best scalping experience ever you can ever have in trading Forex. And if you open the account using this link, you are actually supporting the channel to give more and to continue this free educational platform. So again, appreciate your support, everyone, and thank you for this ultimate support. So let's move to the main subject of this video, understanding more support and resistance. Actually, this was supposed to be a live trading video, and I wanted to actually show you the 20 pips a day strategy and how we can get 20 pips a day from using that strategy. But I think there was no point talking about live trades and doing live trades in front of you without being able to understand clearly what am I doing. When I say resistance or support number 1, and then I'm telling you to enter sell on resistance number 2 or buy on support number 2, I have noticed that there is so many viewers, they are still not able to understand how to count the support number 1 or 2. I saw a question on the comments one time. One guy, he said, if you are actually telling me to enter on a support number 1, then how many years do you want me to check back to know if this was the first attempt? Meaning, he's asking me if this was a support number 1, how many years or how many months I should go to check on the left to know if this was the first support or resistance on the level. At that point, I just felt like it's time to explain more about support and resistance, because I don't want others to keep watching these videos without actually being able to understand what am I doing. That's why I postponed the live trading video till the next week, and this week I want to talk about support and resistance. So let me tell you something. When I say that support and resistance are permanent, let me go to the monthly chart. This is the monthly chart. So what I wanted to say when I said that these levels are permanent, the idea was showing how effective support and resistance. What you are seeing this, when you are seeing this actually working on the monthly chart, so you can see this support level has actually kept the position as a support level when we are talking about the year 2002, then December 2008, this support has actually kept the position as a support. When I say that, the point was to show you that these levels are very effective, and it's working actually on any time frame, starting from monthly chart until 1 minute chart. So going back to the 4-hour chart, let's now talk more about support and resistance and how we can understand them. Let's track what's going on in this chart in front of me. Or actually, let's check something else, because okay, this is better. You need to understand something. There is a golden rule in Forex. Let me write it for you. Every single support or resistance will be finished by a breakout candle. Remember that. Keep it in your mind. If you want, write it somewhere, write it on your notebook or somewhere else. every single support or resistance will be finished by a breakout. What does that mean? That means if any support you can see like that, even if it has 2 attempts or even more attempts, this rally of the support, it will eventually be finished by either a bearish breakout candle, which will break the support level, or will be finished by a bullish breakout candle, which will actually break from this resistance. So in other words, this rally, if we have like a ranging market consistent of a support and resistance, and you can see that now, right now we have like a channel. This channel will be breaking out eventually, no matter how many days passes or even months. It will be eventually breaking out by either a bearish breakout candle or a bullish breakout candle. Now the point is, this is being applied on every single support and resistance you are seeing. It's impossible, no way, that is impossible to see any support or resistance not being broken out. When you see a resistance, even if it has only one single attempt, and let's call it resistance number 1, this attempt will be breaking out eventually. Alright, so this resistance has not get any bounce back on this level. The market did not bounce on the resistance number 2. It has been breaking out. Now the thing is, you need to understand, now after this breakout candle, the market might actually come back again, and once it come back after the breakout which has happened here, now we are back to attempt number 1. So the breakout is actually ending the counting of attempts of support and resistance. So when you see any breakout, that means the counting for support or resistance is cancelled, and now we are going to reset the count. So again, let me show you now this on the chart. So for example, let me show you something actually more clear, so I can show it to you. I want to see a support has been a support again after the breakout. This is a good example here. Let's keep our eyes right here. So let me draw something like that. Okay, let me find something better and easier for you to understand. I just want something, yes, like that. That is fantastic. Okay, so we have here a support level. We have a support level. Okay, so let's assume this was support number 1. If we look at the left, maybe there is another support attempts on this level. Yeah, we have this support number 1, and this is support number 2, and this is support number 3. Okay, now what do we see here is this level of the support has been eventually breaking out. Now when we say that this level has been breaking out, meaning the counting is stopped. Now there is a wall here and we cannot continue counting the attempts. Now the count of the support has been reset when we see now as another bullish breakout candle. So now this level of the support has been broken out by this bearish breakout candle, and now we can see this level has become a resistance right here. Now this resistance, the same very resistance, now has been broken out by this bullish breakout candle. Alright, so with this bullish momentum or this bullish movement, now this support level will actually keep the position as a support. Now after this breakout candle, this is support number 1. The counting has been reset after seeing the breakout candle. Now let's track this support level. Let's go more to the right, and we can see this support level has been immediately breaking out. Now what happened later is we had another bullish breakout candle, but then the market broke this level not only 1 time, 2 times, and eventually it became a resistance. Now let's go more and show you something. Okay, let me just erase this one. I think this level is, yeah, the candles never came back to the same level again. But anyway, let's do something else as we are doing this educational material. So again, we had here this resistance and has been broken out. Now keep in mind that this was a resistance number 1. And this resistance, after the breakout, as I said, now the counting has been reset. There is no more support or resistance to be counted after the breakout. Now this resistance, after the bearish breakout here, we can see here a bearish breakout from this resistance level. Now the market, or the candles actually, are going to keep the position as a resistance right here and right here. Now the thing is, after this breakout, after this bearish breakout here, now this resistance, which was resistance number 1, now it's again resistance number 1, and this was resistance number 2. So are you getting the point now? The breakout is always breaking the counting of the support and resistance, and therefore we have to be careful, pay attention to the breakouts, because they are the one telling us that we have to stop counting the support or resistance attempts. Now, as I said also in the past, every single support and resistance will be broken out. Now, for example, we have here this reversal. This reversal is considered as a support, and this support has been broken out by this bearish breakout candle. Let's continue. We had then another support level here. This was a support number 2, because on the same level we have here support number 1, and this support has been broken out by this bearish breakout candle. Let's continue. This support has been also broken out by this bearish breakout candle. Then this support has become a resistance, and this was of course resistance number 1. This support has become the resistance number 1. That's why we call it now resistance number 1. We call it resistance number 1 because it has been how can I say that? It came after a bearish breakout candle. Okay, so let's continue. As I said, now this is resistance number 1, and we had here a resistance number 2. Now this resistance, because as I said, every single resistance or support will be breaking out, we can see that this resistance has been actually breaking out with this bullish breakout candle. And if you keep tracking support and resistance the whole time, this is what's happening the whole time. No matter how you argue about it, no matter how you see it, every single support or resistance, every small reversal, any reversal you see actually, it happened or actually it has been followed by a breakout candle. Of course, the logic says every resistance will be followed by a bullish breakout candle, and every support will be followed by a bearish breakout candle. Now, absolutely, you cannot assume that that doesn't mean that every support will be breaking out. No, there are some levels. For example, let me now go to the monthly chart and show you this. For example, we have a lot of lines here. This resistance on the top, it has not yet been broken out. Eventually it might be broken out, but not yet. So what is the point here? The point is that if you want to start counting the attempts, you need to look for the breakout. As long as there is no breakout, you cannot count the candles, or you cannot count the attempts. Let me show you something. One very common mistakes people are falling to. I think I saw it right here. Let me pause the video until I find the right pattern I'm looking for. This is what I was looking for. One common mistake some traders actually falling to is they are confusing between the long candle just normal long candle and the breakout candle. I have noticed some traders actually doing this mistake. For example, when they are seeing this candle, for example, this one here, when they see this candle, this long bearish candle, they will assume that now the market will go up and now this resistance should actually keep the position as a resistance. Therefore, they will place sell right here. And that is a big mistake. Now, here there was no support or resistance to be broken out. What we are having here is just the market going up, making a fake breakout, and then reverse, going down to this support level again. And we can see the market has actually indeed go down to this level. This is not a breakout candle. There was no support or resistance to be broken out. This is the resistance right here, and the market just went up here and reversed immediately. There was no support to be broken out. For example, we have here a support has been broken out here. Therefore, this was indeed a bearish breakout candle, this long red candle. As long as it was a bearish breakout, we can see that this resistance has kept the position as a resistance. So since you see here this resistance, again, it kept the position, and this resistance still a resistance as well, because this is a bearish breakout candle. However, this is not the case in this candle here, this long red candle. So you need to pay attention and know the difference between just normal red candle or a long blue or red candle and the actual breakout candle from a level. That, of course, very simple. You just need to see any support or resistance has been broken out, followed by this long breakout candle. For example, this here, this candle, this blue candle, let me just draw the line correctly. This blue candle here is actually a breakout candle because this resistance has been broken out by this long blue candle. But this candle, however, this is just long candle. There was no support or resistance on its range has been broken out, right? There is no resistance has been broken out here. It's empty. So this candle has just and only reached this level of this resistance right here. So this was, let's assume this was resistance number 1, and this candle is only going up to create the resistance number 2. Don't or don't get confused between long red or blue candle and the breakout candle. There is a big difference between them. Now the last thing I want to talk about when we are counting the attempts of support and resistance, and this is one of the biggest reasons a lot of traders are actually having losses when they are using hit and run. Let me now pause the video and try to find the right pattern I'm talking about. I found here a great example. Let me now tell you something. I will ask a question, and when I ask it, please pause the video, think for a minute, then answer it. Now we can see now we have here a resistance level, and this resistance level, after this bullish breakout candle, the same level of this resistance has become the new support. Now the support has been broken out eventually by this long bearish breakout candle. Alright? Now, which one of this resistance attempts is the resistance number 1 or 2? Which one of them is number 2? Or actually, you know what? Let me ask you a question. Wait a minute. Let me make the question easier. Which one of these two is the resistance number 2? Is it this one or this one? One of them is resistance number 2 after this breakout candle. Please take a moment, pause the video for a few seconds, and then answer. Now I'm sure nobody paused the video. Let me tell you the answer. The answer is this is resistance number 2. Now you might be surprised, but you keep in mind, don't let your eyes trick you. Look carefully. After this breakout candle, what do you see here? There is a wick here. This wick here is considered as attempt number 1. So this small wick here is resistance number 1, and then the same level has become the resistance number 2 later. If you want to measure it, check it out, guys. This is the right way to draw the support or the resistance line. As I'm saying, always draw your line in a way touching the shortest wick on this resistance, and this is the way this line touching now the shortest wick on this resistance. So what happened if we want to track it? A bearish breakout candle appeared here, went all the way down, then reversed, went up, hitting the very same resistance which was here, and this resistance kept the position as another resistance and created resistance number 1. Then the market went down again, bouncing on this support and going all the way up now to create the attempt number 2 of this resistance level, and therefore the market went down again, and so on. So you need to keep your eyes open for any wicks after the breakout. As I said now to you in this video, this wick here can actually, if you are like me, if you are like to trade or to track the first attempt after the breakout, then this wick here has already go ahead of you, and it already went up. So if you are assuming that this was resistance number 1, then you are wrong. So this was really very important tips to talk about for support and resistance. I really want you guys to keep, if you don't want to trade, you don't have to actually do trading. Just open the chart and test yourself, test your ability. See yourself if you are actually able to read these charts like an open book. So you can actually track the support and resistance attempts. So when you are actually trading live, you are able now to do it live and live in action. Please, guys, keep this very important. I really wish this has answered a lot of your questions, and hopefully now when I'm doing the next live trading video, it will be more clear what am I doing, so you can actually understand more about counting the attempts. So until then, guys, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.